Welcome back to Dialect for Sports. Pankaj Advani is the only crewest at the moment in the world to play both billiards and snooker professionally. Not an easy task, I read somewhere. How do you juggle between the two? How do you switch between the two? Because I heard technically in terms of the sport as well as in terms of concentration, it's two completely different formats.
Well, to be honest, I still don't know how I do it. but I've chosen to do it, and that's why I do it. Billiards and snooker are completely contrasting in terms of their styles and technique. And I was playing the professional snooker circuit now a couple of months ago, and I was there for quite some time.
In the UK, right?
In the UK.
And I believe it's a very demanding and challenging format.
Very, very demanding. You've got to play knockout matches always. You win, you go through, you've got to play in a couple of hours. You lose and you go back home and just wait for the next tournament and work on your game. It's not an easy life.
In the middle of all of that, you suddenly get to know that you need to play a billiards tournament. You've got to switch to that then.
Yeah, and then you come back to India and then you realize that you don't have even a month to switch back to billiards. And then suddenly you've got to change your action and your style and everything that billiards requires you to do. So, but I enjoy this madness, and I said that at the beginning of the year, I said that I'm going to enjoy this madness rather than say, oh my God, I've got so much on my plate, and the results have just spoken, you know.
Right. Also, something that your coach would like you to achieve is something is a 1,000+ break. Arvind Savur, he's been with you, and he's really helped you grow as well as a player.
Absolutely, his contribution has been immense, and I don't think I would have reached so far without his. If he had not guided me and trained me at a very early age in the game. But 1,000 break is something that every billiards player wants to achieve. You know, a few billiards players like Peter Gilchrist, Mike Russell, Geet Sethi have achieved it. Obviously, it's a milestone in a sports person's, in a cue's career. But for me, producing those kind of results consistently is very, very important. So my style is slightly different. I more or less cover up 1,000 points in a few visits by scoring 200, 300, 100 rather than going for a big score. So it just depends on the individual and their style.
Right, Pankaj, 8 world titles, what next? 9? 10?
I just want to celebrate for the time being. I've not thought about my future aims and goals because I think it's just too soon and everything needs to sink in initially before I can actually go ahead and play my next tournament seriously. But I am going back to the UK very shortly to resume my stint in the professional snooker circuit.
Right. If there's a youngster tuned into Dialect at the moment, what's your advice to them?
Well, enjoy life. Enjoy what you do, love what you do, and the key is to want what you do, because when we are immersed in our profession, sometimes we forget that we actually are doing this because we really want to do it, and you know, we lose the joy and fun out of it. So always keep that joy, always keep that fun in your profession. Keep changing certain aspects of it, and
right,
you'll be stimulated.
Nicely put. The worth of a thing is best known by the want of it, and that's how you can excel. Pankaj, just enjoyed having this conversation with you. It's an honor to sit beside an 8-time world champion, and we only hope that the next time you meet it will be 16, you double it, and you just keep going ahead in life.
So that will take a few years to happen, but thanks a lot for having me here.
Right. So to all our viewers and callers as well who have tuned in to Dialect for Sports, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you very soon. Goodbye and good night.